The credit mood is a bit dull in a sense that there's money available in the market with the lenders to lend, but there is a shortage of qualified borrowers. So as a corporate, the role what we play is to go to the lenders and give them a very pragmatic approach to the current situation, tell them that these are the risks where we are in, these are the mitigating factors, these are the securities we throw it to you, these are the pitfalls or the risks that you might face in the future, which need to be remembered by a lender before he lends money across to me. And we try to become as much as practical approach, not flavor it with any kind of a flavor so as to entice any extra interest, and then evince the interest onto this thing in terms of a dependable corporate, which truly with its demonstrated strategy, it's something which it can stick up to its commitments, whatever it's making to the lenders. So we want to bring in positive changes, and we've been successful in terms of doing that. This approach actually has made us plenty of friends in the investing market. We issued bonds of $250 million about 6 months before, 8 months before. And in the past 8 months, even though the terms are all fixed, it's all done, everything is done, we had a good response to that subscription, so it was fully subscribed to the extent we wanted it to. But then post that subscription, the way how we disseminate information about our company, the way how we are transparent in terms of what we need to inform the public, it's put up on the website first before it's disseminated to anybody, and with the behavior of the instrument itself vis-a-vis the investors. Like about 4 months before, I remember the bonds getting down. In fact, the face value, the market value of the bonds going down to about 86 levels where the yields really went up. But then today, the yields have actually dropped with the bond prices coming up to almost to the par, which shows a great interest of investors into our bond market. And I was surprised when I met plenty of investors out over here. They were very happy, and the moment they shook hands with me, they said, "Oh, Kuwait Energy, fantastic." So it's a kind of a positive mood that what we brought across into the investors' mood. And that's something which has actually played very well. In fact, people have been prompting us to saying, "When are you coming out with the next one?" I said, "Not now." The biggest thing is that this meet brings in issuers, subscribers, intermediaries, everybody under the same umbrella. Now, without walking major steps, I think today I've been busy in terms of meeting almost about 50, 60 people. Some of them whom I haven't met years before, but they were all friends to me. So it's a great place to be in terms of listening to others as to what they talk of, what's the mood in the investment market, listening to the kind of a flavor that's going around with the investors today, understanding their expectations, and also to match as to how far are you in terms of meeting the expectations of the investors. So it also makes me understand as to what should we as a corporate look for, to give a feedback to my management in terms of how do we approach the subject if we are planning to do so, okay? And makes one catch up with plenty of information which you are normally unable to catch it up because one is busy doing one's own work sitting in one's desk. So it's a great place to be in. I love it. Look, the audience, I'm speaking from an issuer point of it or from a corporate point of it. In this thing, corporate typically stands as a borrower. It's very necessary for the corporate to be transparent, to give or to communicate the kind of a confidence and dependability with the investors, to be pragmatic and then not shy away from an happening that's happening. Like in the morning, somebody was questioning as to how cautious are you with the oil price movements. I said, we can do nothing to the oil price movement. We weren't jumping when oil was at $120, nor are we crying when it is at $50 or $60. Our strategy is irrespective of that. Of course, it's got a major impact on what we plan to do, but then our strategy is something which is a long-term one. We are not a one-day player, entry today, exit tomorrow. We are not a day trader. We are in for a longer period of time. So that kind of a pragmatic approach is also necessary to tell the investors as to what they can expect, and keep their expectations to a very realistic level. That's when probably the success comes into us as a corporate borrower.